Yeah, I mean, we did not have a good third. We were stuck in mud. We just have to, it's really about the whole game more than the third quarter. And, our group's just we got to strike the balance of, how we're going to play offensively. That's going to take time for our guys to learn with this year's group, what that's going to look like. We have to get committed to playing as a team offensively. And, when we do, like we saw in the first quarter, it looks beautiful, and you see the potential of what we can be. But we got into holding the ball too much and not playing for each other enough. But that's part of, learning each other and building that cohesiveness and the right habits. And then defensively, guys are going to have big roles if they commit to the defensive side. And if they don't, they're not. It's that simple because, we didn't get it done anywhere near the level that we need to on the defensive side of the ball. And there's going to be some growing pains, with cohesion and habits, but, that definitely was not good enough tonight. We're grooming Talon to guard the other team's best player. And sometimes that's going to look really good. And sometimes he's going to struggle. Tatum had a heck of a night, got him in foul trouble. So there's going to be some growing pains there. But, obviously a lot of work to do on both sides of the ball, but we will get there.
And then, Frank, just to follow up on that, does the spacing around AD when he's at the 5, does that have to do with what you were saying? If the ball's not moving, then you're not getting the
if we move, the spacing looks great. If, the ball doesn't move and players don't move, it doesn't matter what kind of space you have. We're playing one-on-one and, we just got to get the ball moving a little bit. When we do it, we look great. And we've seen that we can do it. Just got to do it longer and, obviously, for 48 minutes.
Frank, you guys went to that 2-3 zone that you've been using recently to end the third and had some success, and I think got it back down to single digits. But then there was that stretch of 4 or 5 minutes in the fourth where it felt like everything was either a layup or a foul drawn at the rim. What did you see kind of go wrong?
I'm not really a fan of playing zone, but sometimes, you have some matchups that are a problem for you out there, and you can either bring double teams to it or you can just try to play zone. And, sometimes a zone can slow down an opponent. It did for a stretch there. But we started losing guys, and it doesn't matter if you're man in zone, you got to box out, which we didn't do time after time again. The rebounding was atrocious, and, we got to be better.
Frank, at one point this season, you said that Russell's job is probably the hardest of anyone in this group, considering where he's been before and the group that he's playing with now. How do you think the gap of 8 games playing without LeBron affected his development with this group? And how do you get them on the same page quicker now that they're both in the lineup again?
Well, yeah, the role becomes different. What he was building from a cohesive standpoint without LeBron, becomes different when LeBron's in there. And, that's just part of, what we knew was going to be early season growing pains and, a time to build cohesion. And, obviously, there's been a few weeks now where it's been different than what it's going to look like. But, I think ultimately those 3 guys on the floor together were a net positive. So that's encouraging. The bench had a tough night. And, we'll look at the tape and we'll get better for tomorrow.
Frank, going back to your point about the ball movement and sort of the stagnation in the second quarter on, is there maybe a little inherent tension of, the way that plays are scripted and sort of what you kind of draw out early in the game to, guys trying to find rhythm, guys trying to kind of touch the ball every couple of possessions or get their shot every couple of possessions? Is it hard to kind of balance and do both so guys feel like they're involved?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to strike the balance of, what we're going to look like, when the ball moves. When the ball moves and we play with energy, good things happen. We just didn't do that well enough.
Frank, just mentally and from a kind of going forward standpoint, how much different does it just feel as a coach to have LeBron and being able to build? I know you're not whole yet, but having your core guys together, does it make it easier to kind of move forward in the sense of being able to build on this, even if it...
Well, yeah. I mean, those guys playing together and building a cohesiveness is the biggest task of our season, so without them in uniform, that's going to be tough. And, one game back, it looked good for a stretch and then didn't look good for the rest of the game, but we need those three guys in there, to build that cohesion. It's the only way to get it done. And, hopefully we'll have better nights than we did tonight.